Hello everyone, welcome back to Honestly Tea, where you honestly just get me. So today is not as long as the last one that I posted, but still pretty long. And this is actually a paint by sticker speed paint, which is really cool. I wish that there were a lot more options off of Amazon because this comes from like a book out of 12, but it's really fun to do. And like this one was a little bit longer one, but there's definitely more complicated ones that I could do for you guys if you like seeing this. And I just want to see more designs, like I don't know, more complex designs. There's a lot of complex ones with the celebrity one that they had, like the celebrity book. But this one that I had is the travel version. I'll put it in the description below if you're interested. And yeah, it's really fun. It's like the numbers and stuff are attached to stickers, and there's like a book sheet where you know which one is which. Sometimes it's hard to find where the sticker is supposed to go, but that's sort of the fun of it too. So you'll see, like, of course this is speeded up, but you'll see me like trying to find where the sticker should go for a while, and I'm really just sitting there like, I should figure out where this goes. But it's super duper fun. Definitely would recommend in downtime. And as you can see, it's travel themed. The end picture will be like this lady with sunglasses reading a book on the beach, and honestly, I wish on a star that could be me right now. I know that it's winter. I'm gonna upload this soon, and the week of Christmas. I don't know if you guys celebrate it or not, but I do. It's a fun time. My family is gonna be here aside from my sister. She's currently in Korea, but she'll be there in spirit, and we're trying to think of like some ways to sort of have fun this holiday, even though we're still quarantining and staying locked up in our house to make sure that we're all safe. Fun fact, we still don't have a tree up while I'm recording this, and I don't know, I can't remember the last time we had a tree, but I kid you not, we have this cute little ceramic tree that we just used for like a couple of years, and then we ended up getting one that lights up. So like it's a Charlie Brown Christmas, but now with lights. That's basically what it is. But I'm super just happy to be with my family, to spend that time, relax since final season is over for me, and just really enjoy the holidays and the end of this year. Thank God. Like every month was just like a news flash. It's just like, oh, possible World War III. Oh, COVID, murder bees. Like, side note, does anybody know the status of where they are? Because I don't appreciate how it was in the news for like a day and then nobody talked about it. It's like, is it here? Are they here or did they leave? Like, I know they're supposed to come over here. Is everything good? Like, it gives me slight paranoia because I don't want COVID to be solved and like the world is a better place, and then out of nowhere the bees just start like, bzz, bzz, you forgot about me, didn't you? Like, I don't want that to happen, but I feel like that's gonna happen. Back to good stuff though. I don't want to talk about, since it's a travel themed paint by sticker, I want to talk about vacation and stuff. Like, I know that's really horrible to do when we're in a place where we can't really travel as much as we want to, but I'm a huge traveler. I love going to different countries, going to different vacation spots, and just seeing the sights, enjoying, living your best life. So far, I've gone to different parts of Mexico. I've been to Canada, the Bahamas, Hawaii, like places like that. Unfortunately, I have not gone to Korea to visit my sister, even though I wanted to. The plan was that I wanted to go this year to visit my sister for my birthday, but then COVID was just like, ha ha ha, you thought. So now I really don't know when I get to go and visit her, but I hope it's soon because I sort of miss her. Don't let her know, guys. But I do miss her to a certain degree, and I really just want to munch on all of the food because I've seen street food, Korean street food and like speed cooking stuff, and it looks so good, and I wish on a star I could have it right now. But I just love vacations. It's just a nice time to relax enjoy yourself, be like a different person even though you're the same person. You know what I mean? Like the vacation person that you are is different from like the actual person that you are sometimes. Like you have never been this stress-free, you have never been this lackadaisical and trust like your life with all these random strangers before, but since it's vacation, you're just acting like you do this on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like you're drinking drinks you've never had, you're eating foods that you don't even know how to pronounce. Like I know I'm not the only one, but that's me. I personally love cruises. I feel like I could go on a world cruise and be happy. Like I'm okay with planes, but it's sort of like you're not doing anything on the plane. And I've ridden coach all my life. I haven't got into first class. So it's also like, I mean, I go with my family too, so it's not like I'm sitting next to a random person, but you know, you're just sitting on a plane for God knows how many hours, depending on where you're going, and you're not really doing much of anything. You might look at a movie, unless it like costs an arm and a leg, but you're just really sitting there. But with a cruise, there's so much more. Like you're at sea. Like the whole traveling part is the vacation too, alongside going to these different parts of the world. Like you could go, that's mainly the ones that I went to Mexico for, but like Cozumel and other places. I know I had like a list in my head, but then I blanked. But you could just go anywhere, and there's other cruise ships that take you to like Greece and Rome. I saw there's some that take you to even Asia, and I'm a Carnival cruise person. This video is not sponsored by Carnival, but I can be. Me and my family have been going on Carnival cruises for like eons, but I just love that everything's free on the ship, aside from like a couple of things that, you know, it makes sense that you purchase for them. And there's just like pools, there's fun, there's events. It's just an all-around good time. And like, who doesn't love hearing ocean waves? Aside from when it storms, I don't mess with storms when I'm on a ship, because then I'm just like, am I gonna be Titanic? I don't even have a boo on this ship. Like, I don't know how that's gonna work. Like, who am I gonna be like, oh my God, hold my hand to? No one. I mean, aside from my parents. Hopefully my parents don't sink. Like, you know, like that's the sort of thought process that happens when the storm goes through. But, you know, after that happens, we're all good. It's just sunshine and rainbows. And there's also like the camps on the ship. I mean, obviously I'm too old for the camps now, but when I was younger, I used to love it because then I can meet other kids from like different parts of the world. There's this one guy that was from this country. Oh my God, I can't remember where he was from, but like, it was just so wild to me that he was on the ship, and I got to meet him because otherwise I wouldn't have met this person. There's also a lot of people from like Ohio that I met at one camp. Like everyone was mysteriously from Ohio, and I have nothing against that state. I envisioned that it's a beautiful state, but like this ship was leaving out from Florida, and it was sort of like, I just didn't expect so many people. And it was like to a point where they're just like, oh, I live here. And they're just like, oh my God, I live here too. Like, it's just like, wow, I'm outnumbered. Like, I figure more more New Yorkers, more Californians, not to stereotype a cruise ship. But I didn't think that I would be the oddball in this group of Ohioans. So other than that, it's always fun. The dinner nights are probably the best because, you know, at night you get to dress a little bit fancy. You go to like this exclusive like eatery place, a restaurant, Tiana. Eatery place? I'll keep that in mind. You get to go to this fancy restaurant on the ship and, you know, dress a little bit nice. You have waiters. Like when the last cruise that we went on, like me and my family went on, like we had multiple waiters. Where in my life, like I was just like, you have more than one. Like one would give us water and like the bread, and then another would take our entrees and stuff, and then another would be our dessert, and we had the same staff for the whole week. So I'm just sitting here like, is this what luxury feels like? Like, is this what celebrities do? Like, they're too busy to have one single person take their order for the whole night. They're just like, no, like we need someone to do drinks, we need someone to do entrees, then we need someone to do dessert. Like, we need to speed this up. I'm a busy rich person. Like, I really was thinking about that too. Like, how realistic is that outside of the world? Like, I just envision Beyonce just having like 5 staff people just giving her French toast. And if that's the case, wow. I could never. But yeah, and then there's also performances, and I love comedy. That's something that I love watching off of Netflix and stand up and things like that. So I love seeing comedians on the ship and just laughing and having fun, and just I miss it so much because of this outbreak. I can't really enjoy it. But that's sort of my insight look on traveling and vacations. I really do enjoy it. I hope when this is all settled, I mean, there's not really gonna be, it's not gonna go back to normal. And that's sort of okay. Like, I definitely think that the new normal would be more people wearing masks frequently and social distancing and being more clean and things like that. I mean, we should be clean already, not to shame anyone that hasn't or has gotten it because of the hygiene section. I'm not saying that in the slightest, but it's understandable for us to care more about our health and our cleanliness and things like that, and social distancing, wearing masks. But it does suck that sometimes you can't hug a person because you're scared that you're going to transfer something to them or they transfer something onto you, or we can't have huge parties because, again, we don't want to transfer stuff to other people. And like, that's a side note too. I did not appreciate how we as America handled it, and I know that's not a hot topic. I'm not brave for saying this, but it's like, I don't understand all these college students going to all these parties and like with no social distancing or anything, or people like protesting to go outside to have fun and do whatever they want. And it's just like, I get it, right? I'm personally a homebody person. I love staying at home. That's sort of my thing. So when they said stay at home, I was like, bet. But I get that some people are more outgoing and want to, interact with people, or more people persons. I get that. But it's like, it's for your safety. Like, if I was given a bag of Skittles and I was told that 5% of those Skittles were going to kill me, I wouldn't eat the bag of Skittles. I would just leave the bag of Skittles there. I'd be like, thank you for giving me that warning, and I would leave. I don't understand why it's such a hard concept for people to just follow these simple rules and they just like, you know what? F the mask. I don't want to wear the mask. I'm just going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit today because I want to say hi to someone in a supermarket. Like, no, just put it on. I get it's annoying. I have glasses too. I hate when it fogs up. But you know what's worse? Being hooked up to a defibrillator or something in a hospital and not be able to breathe. And even if you do get it, because I know that the whole argument for young people is like, oh, we're not going to die from it. It's just like a cold or a flu. It's just like, that weakens your immune system. And my immune system protects me from a lot of things. I can speak for other people's immune systems, but mine, I appreciate. They do a hard working job to make sure that I'm not dead. Why would I affect that for me on purpose just so that I could get lit for one night, But no shame to them. I'm not criticizing anyone in this scenario. That's just my thoughts. I would love to be out on vacation right now. I would love one of those, you ever seen those Hallmark movies or any Christmas movie, and they decide to go on vacation during Christmas or the winter time, and you're just like, wow, that's interesting. During Christmas, you wouldn't want to be home. I mean, no judgment there either. It looks luxurious, but I wish on a star I could do some stuff like that. But maybe in the future when I'm rich and famous, that's a whole nother video that I could talk about rich and famous. I'll save that for later. But yeah, again, these are just my thoughts about vacation. I would love, if I were to choose where I would want to go next, I would say I would want to go on another cruise, on top of visiting my sister, obviously. But my plan for my 21st was I wanted to go on a cruise for my 21st and have all my friends with there. But as you could tell, cruise is last option resort. Even if we get the pandemic handled, I'm still not going to feel comfortable being on a ship with someone like that and not having the freedom or mobility to get off of the ship unless they stop. So I don't know what my vacation plans would be with that. I mean, it's the 21st, so it has to be important and special, but I'm still thinking. If it's not a ship, aside from Korea, I've always wanted to go to Japan. I love Japanese culture. I'm not one of those people to be like, I only watch anime and manga and understand. Like, no, I genuinely took the time to study Japanese culture in college and Asian culture in general, so other parts, so not only Japan, but Korea, some parts of China, and the history and cultural facts of it too. And it's just very fascinating and interesting to me, and I love to visit it. But also, same token, I also have that tourist side where I'm just like, I want to go to Nintendo, the Super Nintendo land that just opened up, and I want to go to the Pokemon park and like all these other nerdy stuff, because I would definitely geek out there. But I feel like I'm mainly influenced by food too. Like, if you have good food, I'm there 100%. So Japan has some really good food. I mean, a lot of countries have a lot of good food, like not just Japan, but that's sort of my pushing point there. But yeah, so moral of the story, wish COVID wasn't here. But if it wasn't here and I get to choose a vacation of where I would want to go, it would either be a cruise and like a 2-week cruise or like a week and a half cruise, or it would be going to Japan, aside from visiting my sister. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see me do next in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to be honestly you, because I am Honestly T.